Hi, good morning everyone. So here we are with the live analysis for XAT 2021. So as you know that XAT 2021 has just got over and we have started getting feedback from the students. So very soon we'll start giving you the actual inputs about how was this exam and what will be the probable cutoffs and all. So please stay tuned with us and make sure that you have informed all your friends. Come on guys, quickly show us the thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, hi Darshan, I can see many students who are live with us right now. Guys, if you are audible, quickly show us the thumbs up. Yes, so I have with me Mr. Rishikesh Kate. Hi Rishikesh, and welcome to this session. Great. Rishikesh, your audio, just check your voice. Yeah, please check. I think you are on mute. Yeah, okay. So guys, in the meantime, we get the actual question update from the students. Let's quickly understand that what are we going to discuss. So in the meantime, let me quickly tell you about the paper pattern, everyone. So let me show you the screen quickly. Yeah. So here is the screen, everyone, and let me quickly give you the idea about XAT 2021 paper pattern. So as you know, XAT has two papers in that. You can say it will be wrong to call it two sections because paper one itself has three sections, right? Yeah. Okay, everyone. Yeah, are we audible? Can you quickly show us the thumbs up if we are audible? If there is someone in the chat box. Okay, so guys, XAT 2021 paper pattern is in front of you. Guys, without get started. Okay. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment. Okay. Yeah, guys, are we audible? If you can quickly confirm. Everyone? Everyone? Yes, great. Okay. So let's go ahead. Hi. So guys, this is the XAT 2021 paper pattern as I was talking about. So these are the sections on your screen. Okay, thank you. Right. So guys, just to quickly tell you, as I mentioned, XAT 2021 has 75 questions and for the paper one, and the time is 165 minutes, while paper 2 is based on GK, which has 25 questions and the time is 15 minutes. So total 180 minutes paper. It was conducted from 9:30 to 12:30 p.m. and if you have just appeared for XAT, guys, so quickly type in your experience about XAT so that we can also start discussing that. Okay, right. So before we go ahead, let me quickly tell you about Unacademy. So Unacademy is India's largest online learning platform and we have more than 50 educators, the best of the educators of the country teaching on this platform, and we are also starting new plus batches. So definitely you can go with our batches. One batch has just started from 1st Jan and the other batches are starting from tomorrow and couple of days after that. So if you are CAT 2021 aspirant, definitely you can go for that. In fact, Mr. Arun Sharma himself teaches on Unacademy platform, so I'm sure you would like to learn from him. So this is about a bit about Unacademy. You can definitely explore more. In fact, let me tell you once again that to all our viewers that very soon we are starting with GDPI batches also. So make sure all of you have subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button. Okay, now guys, XAT 2021 live analysis is on the way, will soon start, because our students are writing the paper, and they'll once the paper is over, we will quickly get the feedback from our faculty and our students. Our expert team is working in the back end, and they'll get us the complete details, and we'll display the questions over here. We will also solve the questions, so please make sure that all of you are have tuned in. Okay, fine guys, and yeah, do not forget to download our Unacademy Learning app. In case if you are new to Unacademy platform, please do that. So let me quickly tell you about the top 10 XAT colleges before we start with the XAT 2021 analysis. So guys, some of the top colleges for XAT are, of course, XLRI Jamshedpur, which is the body which conducts the XAT exam, right? And these are some of the key stats about this XLRI Jamshedpur. Okay, and apart from that, we look at the selection process. So overall cutoff for XAT is about 95+ percentile. They have two programs, business management and HR. Okay, so yeah, here is the selection process. They look at your academics also, background diversity, stream selection, everything is looked at, and work experience. Yes, Rishikesh, so I think you are audible now.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Am I audible, everybody?
Yes, you are, Rishikesh.
Okay.
Okay, Rishikesh, great, thank you. So let me brief our viewers about the top colleges for XAT. In the meantime, we start with the complete analysis. All those who are watching live right now, guys, come on, please hit the chat box. Okay. Okay, so I'm getting some feedback from the students. Okay, fine. So here are the top colleges once again. So XLRI is of course the best college, then XIMB, Bhubaneshwar, again a very good college to target, but XIMB has also started taking CAT score. So if you have appeared for CAT, if you have got good score, definitely you can try through that. Hi Vaishnavi, good afternoon, and everyone else. Okay, then guys, just one more thing. So what are the performance indicators? I always mention about this thing. So before we go ahead with XAT 2021 live analysis, let me quickly tell you that you can be an A grade student or B grade student, C or D. These are the four category based on your profile, right? So A profile students are those who have got, say, in CAT or XAT, they have got 99+ percentile, 10th 90+, 12th 90+, graduation, work experience and all. Okay, so right, and profile diversity, they are from a very different background than engineering and BCom BBA. Similarly, if you have got 95+ percentile, 80+ 10th 12th, graduation 70+, 12 to 24 months work experience, something like that. Okay, so that is again a good profile. Definitely we can just shift this over here, and this has to be over here. So this should be 24 to 36 months, and this should be 0 to 12 months, and so on and so forth. Yes, okay, then 90+ percentile, 80+ percentile. So guys, now what I'm trying to tell you is, I mean, you should have good performance in at least 3 parameters. So either your entrance exam score should be good. For example, if we talk about CAT or XAT, if you are scoring say 99+ over here, but you have say 70 something like that in graduation, and suppose you are a fresher, okay, but you have some diversity of background, again that will be considered a good profile. Or say for example, instead of 99, say you have scored 95+ percentile, and you have got 90, 19, 10, 12, and again you have some background diversity, again it will be considered as a good profile. So there are various parameters based on which nowadays institutes select the students, right? It's never just the XAT score. There are many other things that come in the picture. Okay, so keep that in mind, everyone. And yeah, so once again, the other good B schools under XAT. See, earlier even SPJN used to take XAT score, but now they have stopped taking. Then we have XIMB, TAPME. So these are some of the good B schools that you can definitely look forward to. Once again, let me tell to all my viewers that live analysis will start any moment now. We have started getting the feedback. So if you have just appeared for that, guys, first of all, please type your feedback, overall level of difficulty compared to last year, and the number of questions in different sections. So please enter it in the chat box. How was your overall experience? How was the quant section, verbal section and all? Please do that quickly. We are waiting for your feedback, guys. Yes, and many of our faculties are also there. They'll also help you with your queries, and towards the end of the session we are going to tell you what will be the score to get called from XLRI, XIMB, TAPME and all, and what will be the percentile required. Yes, Vaishnavi is asking, sir, I am a fresher, I got 70% in 10th and 80% in 12th and doing English honors in graduation. First of all, English honor in graduation falls under that background diversity, so you have that BD advantage, background diversity advantage. So I have to prepare for CAT. How should I prepare? Yeah, definitely, Vaishnavi. So this session is not about CAT preparation, please understand. Okay, so we'll have separate session on that. What you can do is you can just check the link that we have provided in the description. That is a Telegram link. Please join the Telegram group using that link, and then you will get the idea. Okay. Okay, Rashika has come up with the first feedback. Overall, it was a good paper, Rashika. So compared to last year, I am sure you must have attended the Unacademy previous year question paper analysis. So how was your take? What is your take compared to the last year? Was it difficult, easier? How's the paper, Rashika? If you can just quickly tell us. Okay. So guys, let me quickly show you the actual question from XAT, everyone. If I can just show you these actual questions. Right, so very soon the actual questions will be uploaded by our educators based on the feedback given by the students. But in the meantime, let me just check what other students have to say in terms of the XAT paper. Right, so yeah. Rishikesh, in the meantime, can you just tell our viewers about the GK section? What is the role of GK in XAT?
Importance of GK section in the XAT, because as we see, the GK section is not considered for the overall calculation of percentile, but it plays a very important role in the final selection. So we see that XLRI Jamshedpur, actually this is one institute which considers GK section as a very important parameter for final selection of the candidates. So it is advised to all the learners who are going to take the next year's XAT. I have been telling the learners on YouTube as well as on Unacademy platform to pay some emphasis towards the GK section so that their overall score can be boosted. So even though the GK section will not have an implication over your percentile, but it plays a very important role in boosting your overall score. And if you see, if you guys are you want to target XLRI Jamshedpur, GK section is the key section here, which is going to play a major role in your final selection.
So guys, let me tell you, while calculating your percentile, the GK score is not considered. Okay, your percentile doesn't include GK score. It is based on the paper 1. Okay, but for XLRI admission, while you apply to XLRI, they definitely look at your GK score, and that plays a major role in your selection or rejection, right? So that's the role of GK in XAT. So yeah, that's just one thing. But if you're applying to other colleges, so that should not be a challenge. Now let me quickly show you what were the cutoffs of colleges last year. Guys, I have already mentioned about different good colleges under XAT. Okay, I'll also give you the complete list, But before that, let me tell you 2020 cutoff and overall score versus percentile. So once again, this is for 2020. I'll shortly tell you what will be the expected percentile for a particular score. But last year for 40 plus score, you got 99 plus percentile. For 35 plus score, you got 98 plus percentile. 33 to 34, 96 plus percentile. So these are some of the percentile range versus score that we have mentioned, right? I'm sure you must have got the fair idea about this. Okay, so very shortly we will get the complete inputs from our students. Okay, and we will share it with you guys. Yeah, so I'm getting some feedback about the students' overall level of difficulty was similar to the previous year. No major changes. That is what they are saying. Similar verbal ability section at those questions. Quant also, as you expect. I mean, it's never too easy to tackle the quant of XAT. Okay, so yeah, here we have the feedback. So verbal ability section. Okay, if I just talk about XAT 2021 now, guys, let me tell you, I've got the first feedback XAT 2021. In verbal section, there were 3 passages, day-to-day topics, readable. It was multitasking, excerpt based, scientific based, something like that. So there were 3 RCs. Okay, then in critical reasoning there were 4 questions. So I'm talking about verbal section. There were 3 RCs, 4 critical reasoning questions. Then there were parajumble questions. Okay, so there were 3 parajumble questions and they were difficult. These parajumble questions, as per the inputs given by our faculty, it was difficult. Then there were fill in the blanks question, of course FIB, right? Grammar based questions which were mainly on articles, prepositions and adverb, and there were some question tags. Okay, right. Okay, then decision making. So no DI based decision making questions. So as you know, decision making is a unique variety of question that is being asked in XAT, and it can be an issue analysis, or it can be data interpretation based question and so on and so forth. So this time all the questions were based on ethical dilemma and situation analysis. So guys, this DM was based on situation analysis, and they were ethical dilemma based question. They were ethical dilemma based question. Okay, and right, they were doable. Options were slightly tricky. Okay, in quant there were some input out. In LR also there were some input output questions, and in quant DI set survey there was a set theory based question. This is what we have got the feedback as of now, and we are waiting for some more inputs to come from students. So guys, in the meantime, if you have just completed your XAT exam, why don't you just mention your number of attempts? How many questions did you attempt? What was your take on this 3 section difficulty, guys? Come on, quickly. Everyone, please tell us about your experience for XAT exam if you have just appeared for XAT.
Also, additionally, all the people who have taken XAT can also tell us about the general knowledge questions so that we can solve it here.
Right, we can also discuss GK question. You can also put your GK question that you found over there.
How was the GK section, guys? Was it difficult? What types of questions were asked? Were static questions asked more, or the dynamic section was asked more? What type of questions did we have in XAT this year?
Acha, one thing that students are mentioning, they were able to attempt all the questions in verbal ability and decision making. Even in quant, 20 questions were easily manageable. This is what they are saying. 20 questions were manageable. Of course, that doesn't mean you attempt all the 20 questions, especially if your quant is your strong area. I'm sure definitely you would have done well. You should have done well in quant. So see, if you are good at quant, definitely you could have tried 18 to 19 questions. If you're good at verbal, you should have tried to solve all the questions of verbal. And if you're good at both, definitely you should have picked those easy and moderate questions. So that should have been your strategy, guys.
Prakhar, GK was tough. What kinds of questions were asked? Do you remember any question in specific?
Yes, guys, please share your experiences, everyone.
Generally, guys, GK section is a break it or make it section. So there is nothing in between. For GK, either you know the answer or you don't know the answer. So if you read that particular information, the question becomes easy for us. But if you not read the information, it becomes difficult.
See,
so overall preparation for GK is actually very necessary. That is what I feel.
Rishikesh, on the other channel of Unacademy, some students have mentioned that CM of Jharkhand, that was the question in GK. Capital and country questions were there. Some more questions are coming up, but Srishti Kumari has mentioned that 52 attempts. It was overall an easy paper. So I think Srishti, if you have attempted 52 questions and even if your 43, 44 questions are correct, I mean, ideally it should be more. But even if I go with 85% percentage accuracy, I really feel that you should definitely sail through that 40 plus cutoff marks for to get 98, 99 percentile. I'm not sure, but let me wait for feedback of most students. So only based on that we can comment whether the cutoff will go a little higher or it will be the same as previous year, right? Okay, so Shreya is saying GK had more static questions. Yes, so everyone, it will be great if you can comment, if you can mention your number of attempts as well along with this.
GK had static questions. Capital, countries, Trinidad, Tobago. Okay, so this is the standard GK we can expect from XAT. So there was one question that Srishti is saying that there was a question, who is the CM of Jharkhand? Okay.
Guys, so please look at the official post from Unacademy. So please enter your inputs in that format if you can. So Mansi is saying 55 attempts, Ronnie is saying 48 attempts. So yes, I mean, most of the students are saying that it was a doable paper. It was a doable paper. One RC was taken from Aeon. Okay, fine. So okay, so okay, let me tell you one thing. One very interesting update has come up, everyone. So this time the quant section was not geometry dominant. Most of the time you have seen that quant section of XAT is geometry dominated. There are more algebra and geometry based question along with arithmetic, but this time it was more of arithmetic dominated once again. So questions were based on compound interest, time, speed, distance, circular track, number system, and also overall there were more questions of arithmetic as we have seen even in CAT. So nowadays this the B schools, those who are conducting this entrance exam, they are focusing more on arithmetic rather than geometry and algebra and all. Of course there were few questions, but it was more of arithmetic dominated. For example, there was one question, CEO of Cafe Coffee Day. I'm sure they must be asking about the current CEO, right? So Rishikesh, I think who is the current CEO? I think the wife of Siddharth Jain, has taken over as the CEO, I believe, if I'm not wrong.
So the one question, somebody, Prakhar, said that it was who is the CM of Jharkhand till December 2020. So this is actually a very good question that you can expect. This is general knowledge question, basic knowledge about the country and the state. So we all know Hemant Soren is the CM of Jharkhand. We have discussed it a lot of times when we started with the current affairs sections and the GK sections for OMEX. We had discussed this information in the class. And also there was a question that who is CEO of Cafe Coffee Day, the mysterious death of the CEO of CCD, that was VG Siddhartha. So this was the news that made a lot of rounds in the media. That is why the special emphasis was given on this question. So all the DAT aspirants, you really need to read the newspapers thoroughly, so that these kinds of information, when this asked, now this is a very simple question. We know this news of the mysterious death of CEO of CCD made rounds in the media. It was all over the media and the newspapers across the country. So I think that was a pretty easy question to attempt.
Yeah, so now there was one quant question which is coming up. Okay, there were 4 friends and they started running around a circular track. There was a track length which was given, so I'm just taking some dummy numbers. Say they started running around a circular track of 600 meter. There were 4 friends. I'm not sure about the direction, which students haven't mentioned whether they were running in the same direction or in the different direction. But if the 4 friends are running in the same direction, A, B, C, D, you know, so, and they have say different speeds. I'm just giving you one example. This is not the exact data. 10 meter per second, 15 meter per second, 20 meter per second, and say 30 meter per second. Now if they are running in the same direction, the question was when will they meet for the first time. So guys, for the first time they'll meet when first person, the fastest one, has taken lead over everyone else. So what you can do is you can find out when will A and B meet for the first time, then when will A and C will meet for the first time, and so on and so forth, and then you can find out the common point of time when all 4 will meet for the first time, right? It can be solved in this way. So yeah. So GK was a bit difficult. Few students are saying GK was a bit difficult, but then looking at the question, guys, it looks like more of the current affairs kind of section. I mean, if you have regular reading habit and if you have been attending GK sessions conducted by Mr. Rushikesh Kate on Unacademy CAT channel and Unacademy CAT for MBA channels, then I'm sure it should be a cakewalk for you to crack it. Okay, right. So, but then this circular racetrack question, definitely, I mean, it's slightly more time consuming because there are 4 people running around a circular race track, and when will they meet for the first time? See, if they ask when will they meet for the first time at starting point, it becomes very simple. Just find out how much time each of them will take to complete one circle, one full length, and then you can take LCM of that time. But here they are asking when will they meet for the first time, I believe, right? So that's why it will become slightly time consuming, but still you can say it's doable. I mean, especially if you have been doing arithmetic, so it's doable. Fine, guys, what are your take on the overall paper? So I am getting this feedback, Rishikesh, that paper was moderate. As that perception goes about XAT, that XAT is nowadays one of the most difficult exam. I don't think it was. So guys, here is an opportunity. If you couldn't score well in CAT, probably you can try to score well in XAT, and you can definitely get a chance to get call from many top B schools like XIMB, if not XLRI, then of course XIMB. Then Jim, Tapmi, KJ Somaya, Wellinger. So you can get calls from this. So yeah, this is definitely a good chance. Now there is one more question of triangle. So let me discuss that. Let me see whether we have got the complete data or not. So let me show it on the screen. Okay, so there was a triangle question. One side is 1 and the other side is greater than 1. D is the midpoint. From midpoint we are drawing a line to the other vertex, so that so what would be the maximum angle in degree? Okay, so this is one side 1 centimeter and the other sides are greater than 1 centimeter. Okay, and from midpoint of which line, midpoint of say 1 centimeter line, we draw from midpoint we draw a line to the other vertex. So what would be the maximum angle in degrees? Okay, So they're asking maximum angle in degree. I believe they're asking this angle. Yeah. Acha, in circular racetrack, they were asking how many rounds were completed in total before they meet for the first time. Is it so, Arjun? If you can just articulate that question, Arjun, properly for that circular racetrack, so that would help all our viewers. Okay. Yeah, let me see if we have got, some questions in the slide, right? So Rishikesh, as you can see, I mean on the screen, this is the question. Let me show it to all our viewers. So who was the CM of Jharkhand? That was one question. Then the verbal ability and reading comprehension, as we just mentioned, three passages. Everyone, yeah. So in verbal ability and reading comprehension, there were three passages. Let me just write it over here. ठीक है, day-to-day topics readable, and the topics, the theme was multitasking, exam based and scientific based passages, critical reasoning, and also we have already discussed this part. Yeah, so then going forward, let me show you some other question. So yeah, triangle with one side and the other sides greater than 1. D is the midpoint. From midpoint draw a line to the other vertex. So what would be the maximum angle in degree? This is what the question was. I think this is slightly incomplete question to me, so difficult to solve right now. Let me see if some other questions are coming in. Okay, number of rounds completed to meet. Okay, fine, that's correct for that circular racetrack question. Okay, so everyone, all those who are watching us live right now, can you quickly enter the number of attempts that you have made and your percentage accuracy? Please enter number of attempts and your percentage accuracy, guys. Come on, quickly hit the chat box. And yes, do not forget to like this session. Please share it with your friends also. Okay, everyone, if you can just mention your number of attempts so that we can quickly tell you that what should you expect from this XAT exam, at what score, what will be the percentile. Let me once again show you what was the scores and percentile last year, everyone. So here is the complete table of score versus percentile last year. But before that, if you are targeting CAT 2021, guys, so let me tell you, the first thing that you can do is please subscribe to our channel where you are watching us live right now. Join our Telegram group. It is CAT for MBA. The links are provided in the description. You can also download this Unacademy Learning app and you can learn with us. You can attend our free sessions on the app as well. And you can also go for plus subscription, okay, for CAT 2021. When I say CAT, so of course it includes preparation of all the entrance exam, that is CAT, XAT, CMAT, NMAT, SNAP, and so on and so forth. All the exam preparation is included in this, okay. And yeah, top 10 colleges now if I talk about, and marks versus percentile last year. So at 40 plus score, students got about 99 plus percentile. At 35 score, they got 98 plus percentile. 33 to 34, I think 96 was the percentile. And this is what you require to get call from XLRI. So I think it's not that difficult. Rishikesh, what do you feel? Okay, Harsh is saying 44 is what he has attempted. Fine.
So you see, sir, here, if we see the CAT results yesterday, the significant changes here. So any person who has attempted 40 plus questions will go directly at 99 plus percentile. So if we see a lot of learners yesterday, the aspirants who could score less in CAT were disappointed, but who have attempted well number of questions in XAT, they can apply in top B schools around the country on the basis of their XAT score.
Okay, fine. Okay, so let me see if we have got some other feedback from the students.
Any more GK questions, guys, apart from these couple of questions mentioned in the comment section?
Okay. Fine, guys. So we will come up with more analysis afterwards. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned, everyone. So we'll come up with the exact analysis and exact cutoffs and all. Please keep watching our daily life and keep learning with us, guys. Thank you.
Something went wrong. Please try again.